Life as a princess isn't just the romantic fairy tale we all imagine. There are public responsibilities, high expectations, and a laundry list of rules and protocols to follow. Prince Harry will expect his new bride to comport herself like a royal as they experience their life together. In this video, we're exploring 10 of the strictest rules Prince Harry makes Meghan Markle follow. Don't forget to subscribe and please give this video a big thumbs up. Kiss voting goodbye. As a member of the royal family, Princess Meghan will no longer participate in politics. The royal family is often thought of as a political body, but nothing could be further from the truth. Not only do they hold no political power in the United Kingdom, but each member of the royal family is careful to appear as politically unbiased as possible. This means that the formerly outspoken Markle will have to remain mum when matters of a political nature come up. While there are no formal laws barring the royal family from voting as citizens, the Queen and those closest to her still refrain from casting a ballot. Many consider it unconstitutional for the monarch and those closest to her to participate in elections. This will possibly be one of the most difficult changes for the new princess to adjust to. In marrying Harry, she's walking away from a life of activism and political action. There are some moments when breaking royal protocol can be overlooked, but this may be the strictest rule Prince Harry has for his new bride, and perhaps the one she may try to subtly break the most as time passes. It's certainly worth keeping an eye out for subtle hints as this opinionated woman carries out her royal duties. Embrace natural beauty. As a remarkably stunning woman, Meghan Markle is certainly no stranger to subtle makeup looks. Though the successful actress has never shied away from her natural beauty, she has been known to sport the occasional dramatic look for formal occasions. But as a member of the royal family, those vivid colors and false eyelashes are now a thing of the past. The Queen frowns on bright colors, heavy blush, lash extensions, and even bright colors of nail polish. The monarch is famous for her love of Essie's ballet slipper pink polish and feels that unnatural manicure colors are cheap and distracting. Royal nails must always be kept trimmed and neat as well. All that time shaking hands with the public means even Meghan's cuticles will be under scrutiny. The princess will also be expected to keep her hair perfectly blown out and silky smooth at all times. The royal family expects hair to be neat in any style. Messy ponytails and top knots simply will not do. Life in the public eye demands that all royal women are at their elegant, ladylike best, at all times, from classic makeup looks to tidy hairstyles. Meghan must pay more attention to her appearance now more than ever. Say farewell to shellfish. One area of our lives that we all expect to have control over is our diet. Unfortunately for the new Duchess of Sussex, she will have to abide by a laundry list of dietary restrictions and regulations. Perhaps the strangest of these is the avoidance of shellfish. All royals avoid eating shellfish as these foods can cause foodborne illness. With a strict schedule and so many public appearances, it's simply impractical to risk any downtime while dealing with a case of food poisoning. As if losing shellfish weren't enough, Meghan will also have to forego garlic, as the Queen has banned its use in the royal kitchens. There are several items you won't find on the royal dinner menu. Pasta, rice, and potatoes are reserved for special occasions, as the Queen prefers to dine on lighter fare, such as vegetables and grilled fish. At royal functions, the princess will have to pay close attention to the Queen. When she's finished with a course or a meal, the plates are cleared for all guests, whether they've finished or not. Should the monarch place her purse on the table, the dinner must end within 5 minutes. We're sure Meghan is no stranger to healthy eating, but this level of control is extreme for anyone. Little black dress. Members of the royal family spend a great deal of time traveling the world for humanitarian trips, public appearances, and business trips. As such, they all must have developed packing habits and routines that assure they can maintain their clean cut and elegant appearance for any occasion. There are many rules regarding what must be packed for an overseas royal journey. As the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle must now include funeral attire to her travel must-haves, carrying a little black dress with her at all times. This rule was put in place by the royal family in 1952, while then Princess Elizabeth was traveling through Kenya. She sadly lost her father, King George VI. No one had packed mourning wear for the Queen, and there were photographers awaiting the landing of her plane upon her return. The Queen was photographed in inappropriate attire for the somber occasion. As a result of this unfortunate occurrence, all members of the royal family must travel with appropriate funeral attire in case one of their family members should pass away while they're abroad. This ensures that they will be appropriately dressed for the somber mood of the occasion upon their return. The little black dress is a staple in any woman's wardrobe. For Meghan Markle, it's now become an important traveling companion. Headwear. Not only are Meghan's hair, nails, and makeup highly regulated, but what goes on top of her head is as well. As Harry's wife, Meghan will be expected to sport a hat or fascinator to all daytime formal events. This rule is a holdover from when it was considered improper for women to show their hair in British society. Hats have been a royal staple since the 1950s. Queen Elizabeth is famous for her elegant and cheerful hat collection, and she often sets the standard for British hat fashion. Hats are not the only option for royal headwear. As a married woman in the royal family, Meghan Markle will be welcome to wear tiaras at formal and state events after 6 p.m. There was quite a lot of speculation as to which tiara Meghan would wear on her May 19th wedding day to Harry. While there are no formal rules regarding which tiara a bride may wear on her wedding day, there are certainly trends and conventions. Bridal tiaras within the royal family tend to be floral. From the moment Harry proposed, there were whispers that perhaps Meghan would wear the Spencer tiara worn by her late mother-in-law. The princess chose to borrow the Queen Mary's diamond bandeau to reflect her new royal status and marriage into the Windsor family, proving that the Duchess is already mindful of just how important her fashion choices now are. Hands off Harry. Newlyweds are famous for their affectionate overtures, but this simply won't be the case for Meghan and Harry. The prince's status and high-profile lifestyle mean it would simply not be appropriate for the young lovebirds to be seen as being overly affectionate in public. In fact, the couple is rarely seen kissing or even holding hands in public. There is no formal rule dictating that royals cannot display their love publicly. However, the Queen is rarely seen so much as holding hands with Prince Philip, and as such has inadvertently set a royal standard. Prince William and his wife uphold this very strict standard. That's because Prince William stands to inherit the throne, and he and the Duchess of Cambridge wish to appear professional. Harry and Meghan follow slightly less strict etiquette regarding public displays of affection, and were even photographed kissing and holding hands at the most recent Invictus Games. This slightly relaxed attitude is due to Harry's place in the royal succession. As he is less likely to inherit the throne than his brother, the rules aren't quite as strict, but Harry will still expect his new wife to keep her public image in mind as the two carry on their royal lives. An end to fan service. As a successful actress, Meghan Markle is accustomed to greeting the public and her adoring fans with a bright smile and bottomless friendliness. With over 21 career appearances, the Suits star has always maintained a loving relationship with her fans. She's often seen hugging her fans, posing for selfies, and signing autographs to delight the crowds. As a royal fiancé, Markle was often photographed breaking royal protocol by eschewing the expected handshake for the warmer and more American hug. Autographs were once a part of Meghan Markle's everyday life, but as a member of the royal family, autographs are strictly off-limits. Harry's wife must refrain from offering her signature to her adoring public to prevent potential forgers from learning her handwriting style and faking her royal signature. Selfies are also off the table for the Duchess. Royals are forbidden from taking selfies with the public to discourage commoners from turning their backs to the Windsor family. This rule is also to encourage eye contact and conversation between the Windsors and the public. When the royals meet with the public, the expected greeting is a 2-count handshake, to avoid showing any favor with a longer or shorter shake, as well as to avoid wearing out royal hands at lengthy public engagements. Wedges are out, clutches are in. It's no secret that Harry's new bride loves shoes. A quick glance at her Instagram feed proves that the activist princess loves her footwear. Royal women are subject to several rules regarding the style of shoes they may wear. For example, Kate Middleton must travel with at least 2 pairs of beige heels. While beige heels are in, wedges are out. There is no formal rule regarding these comfortable shoes. However, Her Majesty the Queen strongly dislikes them, and the royal women have taken note. Shoes aren't the only accessory carefully controlled in the royal family. Handbags make an important statement too. While Meghan Markle was often seen carrying large, gorgeous bags and totes, royal women are encouraged to carry a dainty clutch at royal appearances. Not only do these diminutive bags fit the delicate and elegant look that the royal family promotes, but they also provide a polite excuse to avoid shaking hands with commoners. Princess Diana often held her clutch to her chest to protect her modesty when getting in and out of cars. Modesty is extremely important for a royal woman, and a well-placed clutch can prove indispensable. Accessories make or break an outfit, and within the royal family, they can make or break the rules as well. Keep your place in line. Meghan Markle's new family expects everyone to remember their place. Your position in succession to the throne determines a great deal in Windsor life. Your place in line to the throne determines how formal you must behave, how affectionate you can be to your spouse in public, and even where you can stand. The Queen always walks ahead of her family, with even Prince Philip keeping a few paces behind. Each family member follows behind in order of succession. These rules apply to everything from entering and leaving rooms to carefully orchestrated seating arrangements at dinner parties and events. Meghan will have to be mindful of her place in the royal order. While her husband's place in line for the throne allows her more freedom than Princess Kate, there are still a great many expectations of her behavior in public. As a formerly outspoken and independent woman, this public submission may be a big adjustment for the American princess. Meghan Markle may be the first in many hearts, but she's 8th in the royal processional. There are some royal rules which can be bent or even broken, but the order in which the royal family appears is a formality that must be observed. The Duchess slant. Crossing your legs is an obvious etiquette staple, but even this widespread convention is heavily policied in royal life. While many would choose to cross their legs at the knees, that simply would not do for Princess Meghan. Crossing your legs at the knees leaves too much room for immodest mishaps. With the paparazzi watching her every move as she makes constant exits from vehicles and spends hours seated at public engagements, Meghan must employ the now famous Duchess slant. This Windsor-preferred leg crossing technique employs the ankles rather than the knees as the primary point for crossing. The knees and legs are kept tightly together and slanted to the side, creating a flattering zigzag line for photographs and protecting your modesty. This pose was dubbed the Duchess slant by Beaumont etiquette after the Duchess of Cambridge, Kate Middleton. The delicate pose was also a favorite of the late Princess Diana. This pose is not only more modest than crossing at the knee, but when Princess Meghan is expected to be at her elegant best for an extended time, this pose is much easier on the body. It's been noted that Princess Meghan picked up royal etiquette very quickly, and the Duchess slant is one move she's mastered. Could you live up to the scrutiny of royal life? Tell us in the comments if you could abide by the royal rules. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more great content.